Hi YouTube, Linda D here, and welcome back to my kitchen. Did you notice my shirt and what it says? It's not sauce, it's gravy. In my house, that's what we call it, gravy. Back in the day when I started cooking, my mom explained to me why we call it gravy. Because it was meat-based and how long we cooked it. By cooking it for hours, it makes the gravy thick, which also makes it stick to the spaghetti or any kind of pasta. It could be store-bought or fresh, homemade. And that's what everybody likes about my gravy. There's such a debate whether to call it sauce or gravy. I decided to go online and do some research, and I was really surprised what I found out. And I'm going to share with you what I found while making my Sunday gravy. So I went ahead and fried my meat, hot and sweet sausage from Ferrante's, freshly made today, and meatballs. In this pan, I have the oil that I use to fry my meat. I did pass it through a cheesecloth, get rid of all the crumbs so my gravy doesn't stick when I start to cook it. So let's get started. We're going to fry the tomato paste. 2 cans, 12 ounces each. Because I'm making 8 cans of puree, so we need a good amount of paste. The reason why they're laying on the side is because I open both ends and it's much easier to get all the paste out. We waste nothing. So this side stays down and this side goes in. You just push it. And there you go. Nice and clean. Going to lower the heat a little bit here. Now it looks like there's a lot of oil, but like I said before, we're using 8 cans. I'm going to stir it for a good 10 minutes. Then I'll add my seasoning and continue to stir. You're talking a good 15 minutes or longer. It all depends how it looks. You have to make sure you stir this all the time. Don't walk away from it because it'll burn. Notice how thick and dark red it is? This is telling me it's time to put in my seasoning. I've been doing this about 10 minutes, stirring it constantly. I start out with salt. Next, black pepper. Granulated garlic. Granulated onion. I know it looks like a lot of seasoning, but keep in mind that I'm making 18 quarts of gravy. And each can of puree is 28 ounces. Now I'm going to turn it back up. So this reminds me, back in the day, I was making my Sunday gravy, and my son, the one that's filming me, came in and said, "Can I taste some on bread?" And I said, "No, no, Mark. It's not cooked yet. It smells so good. It's okay. It'll be okay. Don't do it." His father told him to, don't do it. But he didn't listen. He put a little bit on a piece of bread. Next thing I know, Ma, 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 I got heartburn and bad heartburn. Didn't listen. We call it agita. Imagine putting this on a piece of bread with all that seasoning. So now I'm getting ready to add the water. 2 cans of paste, 2 cans of water. I'm finished adding the water. I turned it back on low, and we're going to simmer this 10 more minutes. Cool it, and then put it in the refrigerator. Now that my meat and the paste are all cooled down, I put them in the refrigerator, and I'm doing it this way for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's great. Sunday morning, I get up, I put everything together, get it to a strong perk, and that part's done. But I really do believe that by putting them in overnight, all the flavors blend and it really makes my gravy taste so delicious. I do get a lot of compliments on it. See you tomorrow morning. Right here I have my 18-quart pot and I already basted a little bit of oil, not much, just enough so it don't stick. I'm going to start out on medium heat. The oil's nice and hot, so it's time to put the paste in. I filled the bowl with a little bit of water to get all that goodness out. There you go. And again, when it comes to paste, you must constantly stir it. As soon as it starts perking, I'll start adding in the puree. And for every can of puree, I'm going to do a half a can of water. Okay, the paste is perking just the way I want it. I'm going to lower the heat and start adding my puree. I turn the gas back on high, and this is my last can of water. Now, when it comes to a boil, I'm going to add my meat. The gravy's now at a strong perk, so it's time to add the meat. When I researched this topic online, I found the most common answer to why some people call gravy to be very close to what my mom told me. In Italy, ragu refers to a rich, slow-cooked meat sauce, often served with pasta. When Italian immigrants came to America, they adapted some of the Americans' culinary traditions, and in some regions, the term gravy emerged to describe ragu. So today, when you hear an Italian American call it gravy, we are normally referring to tomato sauce that was made with meat and that's been cooked for hours. When those same people say sauce, we are usually referring to a meatless marinara sauce. Also, did you know the famous director Martin Scorsese is adamant about calling it sauce? But in his movies, the term gravy still slipped out a couple of times, like in this scene from Goodfellas.
It was Michael's favorite. I was making ziti with the meat gravy, and I'm planning to roast some peppers over the flame.
But to me, it doesn't matter if you call it gravy or sauce, as long as it tastes good. Okay, we gave it a nice quick stir. We're going to lower the heat. That's perfect. It's a nice perk, and that's what we're looking for. Now I'll set the timer and stir this every 15 minutes. And to keep an eye on it, to make sure that perk stays strong. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes. And that's how you do it. Okay, so here we are. I cooked the gravy for about 4.5 hours. Here's my meatballs and sausage, sweet and hot. Here's the gravy. Rigatonis, bolognese gravy, and angel hair spaghetti. And that's it, Sunday gravy and pasta. Thank you for watching. See you at the next video.